Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Be wary! There's a foe we've not yet encountered.
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Moving on from this discussion for now. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth.
Our foe abhors the cold. We'll want to use ice against it.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen. Don't waste this chance. Press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! No miracle will bring us victory. We ought to withdraw and rethink our approach.
I'm not sure what to tell. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up. Though
That there's a Minotaur.
we have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Fear not, master. Naught shall befall you while I am here. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Aptly said.
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Moving on from this discussion for now.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider... myself up.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit, I've grown rather fond of you.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust. This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Are you so eager to chat with me? I thought we did enough of that on the road. Where to next, Arisen? I'm not...
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
We're right ahead. Holds, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
And before I forget, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's preference.
Surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we...
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
eyes on this! Put out! Area hotly burns!
I didn't think you had it in you.
Think nothing of it.
Listen.
Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I'll not take that from you.
What to do? What to do?
Just a creature's corpse will serve us well. You cut quite the hunter's figure.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid. If you would. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! seasoned enough for this.
You dare!
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Haven't you a lantern arisen?
You'll not live to regret this.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
What was that?
It's been a hard day.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
I've trained for this.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Let me be the one to collect it. To arms!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Winged hard! Be sure to avoid open flame! protect you.
Good work. Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted.
Look, Master, goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. You've been doused in oil. You must stay clear of fire. Goblins, Master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Look, Master, goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. We'll pull through yet. We're still in the fight. Don't go sorting yourself out.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
The sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I'll turn you into a pincushion!
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
Here, asking for it. Ye appeared? Ye should be. I must be losing my nerve.
An appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Why? What are you playing at?
Are we ready to give the signal?
And before I forget, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's reference.
Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
Is this some sort of joke? I'm not laughing.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Cut that out.
I shan't let them harm you.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I'm not risking my life for it.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you... My thanks, sir. As I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters. Only trouble is, there are still... That's where you come in. See, I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you? Splendid. I knew I... Now, the carts only depart at... And mind you, don't forget each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? So anyone thinking of... But enough of my lecturing. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear...
This needs to be delivered. Shall we see it done?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly.
Right, though no definitive records remain.
Who are you there? You're...
Well met. You are come to shack. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you've slept well.
There's no way out of this.
Seems like bit off me.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
That's Tails.
Have I been forsaken? You're gonna regret that. And I shan't resist.
Meaning before I'm too tired? This can't be allowed.
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
That's just what I was thinking.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Shall we get some rest then?
I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
On my shoulders.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
There's comfort in the humdrum daily.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. We must rest, though the sun is still up. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
I hope you've slept well.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
I've little enough gold to spend as tis. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Shall we get some rest then?
Between waking and sleep. Having someone to do my
We must rest.
Not without its charms.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled before the...
A treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed my... You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
That's just what I was thinking.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow...
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. Oh, 'tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own? Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
What do you think? Does this suit me?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Dare I presume I've caught your eye?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soak my...
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Well, why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply would not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, many thanks, but this is no place to practice. Would you be... That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me.